Okay. I changed my goal to $1 a day after taxes. So, before taxes, I'm doing even better. Now, I put in 25% tax. It's probably going to be less than that. But that's probably average. Now, I don't know how many of these taxes I'm actually going to get back, because some of these companies are overseas, like Zim, you know, and they charge me 25% tax for their country. Well, yeah. It might be too challenging to get that 25% back. So it may not even be worth trying. I haven't even looked into it yet. But that's a job for my accountant. Anyway, so I've reached my goal of $1 a day officially today. Or last night, yesterday, I don't know, whenever. Yesterday and the day before is pretty much going in and reorganizing all my stuff. I'm doing things a little different than I said I was going to do things. Cash App is a little cumbersome. Even though I like Cash App, it was my first love, if you will. But they don't necessarily make it easy to reinvest. So I get my notification and I have to actually go look up the ticker. And then I can invest then. Where, like with Robinhood, in the notification, I could just click a link and go straight to the ticker, or go straight to the deal. Excuse me, I'm a little congested this morning. I only had watermelon this morning. That's it. I'm a little hungry. So anyways, but I'll stop in an hour and a half and eat something. I mean, I got snacks here in the truck next to the seat. I got one last date. I got some fruit strips and beef jerky. So that'll get me by. Anyway, so I'm up to $1 a day. Well, I did get my first dividend from Webull, so that's cool. Now I know how that works and how to find it, and I also reinvested in that stock. So basically, another thing I wanted to talk about. Hang on, let me change this to $60. I'm gonna go buy 30s from here out, but basically I'm gonna just keep doubling this. So now I'm at 52%. That's my daily goal. But if it was my monthly goal, I would be at 8%. I'm gonna leave it at 60 for now. So now I'm working on making $2 a day. I found out some of my stocks aren't paying dividends anymore. Let me see if I can find one. And that's another thing that's weird about Robinhood. A couple weeks ago, I couldn't reinvest in ORC. But then yesterday I could. So, it was weird. And then yesterday I couldn't invest in ARR. And even a month ago I couldn't invest in ARR. But then later I could. It was weird. So I'm not sure why that happens. But if you see that, just go back and look later and you might be able to invest later. I'll have to look into why. But I guess maybe it has, and well, obviously it has to do something with the market. But maybe, they're doing something with that stock at that moment, and you can't buy because they're adjusting numbers or something. I don't know. But anyway, I had a couple stocks that quit paying dividends. This one I think is one of them. Yes. This one only paid a dividend apparently December of 2022, and that was it. Which is interesting. So, but they showed up on my dividend list, so I invested. But apparently they died. In January of 2024. So I lost all the money I had in that, which wasn't much. 10, 20, 30 bucks. So be careful how much you invest in some of these stocks that have a high yield, because that high yield could mean that they're going out of business. And the dividend just hasn't been readjusted. So if it has a high yield, it could be a red flag. Just be careful. That's why what I'm doing is I'm only investing a minimum of $20 in each stock if it's a high yielding stock. That way if it goes under, I'm only out 20 bucks. If they pay a dividend, I'll reinvest another 20 bucks. Just all depends on how much I can lose. I mean, I can afford to lose. If you're a thousandaire or whatever, and you can afford to lose 100 bucks, then throw in 100 bucks. But don't throw in any more than you can afford to lose. So let me see if I can find another one. I'd have to go to Robinhood to find them specifically. But if I can remember the ticker, I can tell you. Starbucks actually pays a decent yield. They're not going anywhere for a little while. like this was one of them. Nope. Alright, anyway. So Cash App. Okay, this one's down, so I can't sell it yet because I've got to wait till it either breaks even or is in a positive. But I didn't have $1 in there to buy another $1's worth of stock. To wait till it goes back up. Let me see if I do now, because they usually pay out at midnight. XYL. Nope, no money yet. The market's closed today. But basically, I think I already did Valero. So let's go into Valero real quick. There's no link to where I can click and go to the deal. I could just do Cash App support or close. So then I gotta go manually look them up. Valero, Valero. So Valero is up. It doesn't pay that much in dividends. So, but I didn't just cash it out. What I did was I did a custom sell, raised this up to here, and then picked that spot, and then I picked sell all. But I already have one in the queue, so I can't do another one. When the price hits $184, I'm gonna sell $6.25 worth. Basically, I'm selling it all. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm basically selling anything in Cash App that pays less than 5%. Because Robinhood pays more than 5% just by having your money in their savings account. And Robinhood makes it easier to reinvest whenever I get my dividends. Because basically what I do, or what I try to do, I got a little carried away for a little while investing in some higher yielding stocks, and so I'm losing a little bit of money on some of them. But I'm making it up on the other ones. But the idea is not to break even, the idea is to make money. So, but also the idea is to not lose money. So it's better to break even than it is to lose money, but that's not the goal. The goal is to make money. So, But anyways, this one pays less than 5% yield. So I'm cashing it out in Cash App. But not right now. I mean, I could, maybe I should, but I want to make more money, not less. So I'll sell it when the stock goes up. Like that one where the stock was down 5 cents, I'm not going to sell it. Even though it's only 5 cents that I'm losing, I'm not going to sell it. Well, it's not just 5 cents, because then I lose another 2 cents in fees. So it'd be 7 cents that I lose. But I try not to sell any of my stocks when they're in the red. Only in the green. Even if it's only 5 cents, I might sell it. And I may only make 3 pennies on that stock. But I won't cash it out if it's in the red. I've already lost enough money by stocks that went bankrupt. So, and it's not a lot. I don't know what the percentage of companies go out of business is, but I'd say probably 10%. So you have a 10% chance of the company going out of business, but you're also going to make a 10% yield on average on most of your investments. The stock market, if you invest in everything like I'm going to do, you'll probably have a 10% average. But I'm starting out high. So, but again, the mistake I made was over-investing in some high-yield stocks that quit paying dividends and or went out of business or is about to go out of business. They may make a recovery, but they may not. So, I've changed my pattern, my formula. You know, because sometimes I'll have a little extra money in the bank and I want to invest it. But I only want to invest in things that pay more than my credit cards are charging. But in order to do that, I'm taking more of a risk. So I decided I'm just going to start with the top and work my way down. So I'm just going to invest in everything from this day forward, starting with the highest yields, going to the lowest. So, and I'm just going to buy not one share, depend on the app. So like with Cash App, I'm sticking with 5% or more. Now, with Webull, I'm pretty much just doing high yield stocks that I cannot invest in Robinhood. So if Robinhood won't let me buy the stock, then I'll go to Webull and buy it there. Wake up. Yeah, I used to use an alarm called the Screaming Mimi because I used to sleep heavier than I do now, but now I just set the smartphone for every 15 minutes, and I usually wake up within the first, 1 or 2, maybe 3 alarms. Anyhow, so Webull. right, these are my investments. I think PCM is the one that just paid out. I could be wrong. I'm not sure how to see what my oh, wait a minute. Okay. That's my wish list. Alright, so I'm organizing stuff over here in Webull. I'm using it as kind of like my little organizer of dividends. Oops. Idiots. Stupid people. They don't know how to give people enough clearance when they pass, and then they slow down. Idiots. Should have high beamed him. But anyway. I just got in the other lane. Now I'm passing the guy who just passed me and cut me off and slowed down. Idiots. They don't know how to drive in the rain. They don't know how to drive at all, probably. And the rain's starting to get a little heavy, so you're gonna have to bear with me for a minute. It's not that bad, but I got some traffic from the dumbasses who just passed me, and now they're slowing down because they can't drive in the rain. Okay, so where was I? Positions. I guess I have 7 positions. So these are my stocks. At Webull. I'm still learning how to read and use this app. But these are all the things that I had trouble buying in Robinhood. I sold some of the stuff that I have in Cash App and Robinhood and here and moved it around. Basically bought more in the other stock, more in the other portfolio. Because I didn't want multiple tickers in multiple portfolios, because I was trying to get it organized. But now that I've found an organizer, dividend tracker organizer, that allows me to organize the portfolios separately but yet together, I was like, well, heck, I'll just go ahead and go back to the way I was doing it. But again, like I said, with Cash App, I'm only doing stocks that pay more than 5% at this point. And then, because Robinhood pays more than pays 5% if you have your money in their savings account or checking account. So, but I rarely have any money or a lot of money in their checking account because I try to invest all of it. And then over here, it's only what I cannot invest in Robinhood or Cash App. There might be some things that I have in Robinhood over here, but that's because at one point in time, I wasn't able to invest in it in Robinhood. So I came over here and bought the stock. But anyway, this is what I have over here. So, Webull is giving me a list of all of the top 500 dividend yield companies. I've already gone through about 50 of them. What I do when I go through these, say for example, here's ARR. What I'll do before backing out of here is I'll go to companies, scroll to the bottom, and down here at the bottom it'll tell you the dividend. It's 22%. I lost internet connection because of the weather. Hang on. I'll get the internet back here in a minute. I checked my other phone because basically I only use this phone on Wi-Fi. It's a burner phone, so I don't put my apps on my banking or stock or money apps on my main phone. I put it all on a burner phone, and it only has access to the internet when I have it connected to Wi-Fi, and I've got like quadruple passwords on it. There we go, we got our internet back. So, now, ARR is a REIT, a real estate investment trust. Now what I'll do is I'll go up here where it says peer competition. I'll click on that. Now here is ARR's competition. Then what I'll do is I'll scroll over here at the top to dividend yields. And it's showing us what the best dividend yields are. Sorta. This 5,121% is probably a red flag. Don't invest in that one. They're probably about to go bankrupt. If you want to take a risk, throw in 20 bucks and see what happens. basically, I will just throw in $20 if I feel froggy, and then if and when it pays another, if and when it pays out a dividend, then I may throw in another $20. But I'll wait until it pays a dividend, because it may never pay a dividend, and then I may lose my $20. But if I reinvest another 20 every pay period, I could lose $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. You know. So, which is what I started to do at one point. What I was doing was, I was taking like 10, 20% of my paycheck, whatever I had left over, dividing it by the top 7 or 8 dividend yielding companies, and then I would put my money in those 7 or 8 companies. But that was a mistake, because 2 or 3 of them went bankrupt, or maybe about to be going bankrupt. So I'm going to lose the money that I have in those. However, the money that I put into the ones that are not going bankrupt, I'm making money on. So, you know, it kind of worked out a little bit. Some of them are still paying dividends, some of them are not. So the ones that are not, I'm waiting for the stocks to go back up, and then I'm going to cash them out. If they don't pay a dividend in over a year, I cash them out. Basically, I pretty much am only investing in dividend yields. I am also investing in some carbon credit stocks because of the New World Order agenda. But I really don't want to invest in carbon credit stocks unless they pay a dividend. So it's hard to keep track of what are carbon credit stocks. I do have an organizer over here. Now, I don't know what's up with some of these code numbers. There we go. So here's some decent tickers on some companies that are carbon credit companies. I'm going to go in and weed out the ones that do not pay a dividend. Might buy a couple dollars worth of the ones that don't pay a dividend and then use them as a day trade. But basically anything that doesn't pay a dividend, I'm probably just going to use it as a day trade. And then I'll just hold on to it till it makes money and then sell it. Or I'll hold on to it till it goes bankrupt. One of the two. I haven't sold anything on purpose that's lost money. Except for one. There was one stock that it looked like it was filing for bankruptcy. And so I pulled my money out at a loss because I knew it was going to lose everything else anyways, which is what I should have did with Bed Bath & Beyond. But I went basically with Bed Bath & Beyond, I went down with the ship. But I should have cashed out what little I had left before they actually went bankrupt. But I thought, maybe they'll make a comeback. This is back when I first started learning. You know, I didn't know any better. So if they file for bankruptcy, it's over. Pull your money out. I lost money with Bed Bath & Beyond, but not a lot, a couple $100. Made my money back with other stocks, but it was a learning experience. Anyways, the other one, they filed bankruptcy, but I guess it was the one where there was a reorganization bankruptcy. So they're now actually making a comeback, and I might actually keep reinvesting in that company. I forget which company it was now, but the stock has made a comeback. So, but if they keep paying a dividend, then I'll keep investing. If they don't, then basically I'll treat it as a day trade and sell it when the price goes up or stock goes up, and I'll make my money that way. So that's basically what I've been doing. Just reorganizing my stocks lately, figuring out what is and what ain't paying dividends. Whoever quit paying dividends, I'm cashing out. If the stock goes up. Now, some of them, you can program it to sell when the stock goes up. So I've been doing that too. So like, say for example, some of these stocks, let me go over here. Let me pause this while I enter my password. Okay. I don't have as much over here as I did because I cashed out $3,000 of Zim. They were paying a good dividend, and now they're only paying 1%. So, but the stock went up, so I cashed out. Stock's still up actually, so it's doing pretty good. I was really counting on that dividend to pay down my credit cards, and then when they lowered the dividend and the stock went up, I just cashed out and used that money to pay my credit cards. But so I still made out. I made almost $1,000 in cash value. And I guess that's where I won't have to pay taxes on Zim, because I've already paid my 25% in dividends. So when they want taxes from the cash value side, I'll be like, no, I already paid my tax, type of thing over here, So I don't know, it's complicated. That's where my accountant does her job. So okay, yeah, I gotta put these two in my dividend tracker, EVA and CMI. Okay, here it is. So this company here has never paid a dividend. They were supposed to, but they never did. So yesterday, Yesterday I cashed out $80 worth of stock because it was in the green. I was making money on it. Stock went up. But I only cashed out half. Then what I did was I put in an order to sell when the stock goes up even more. Now, right here, it doesn't give me an option to go. Maybe, hang on. It doesn't give me an option to go to CANG. What the heck? Why are these people pulled over? Maybe they had an accident. There's two 18-wheelers. Maybe one bumped into the other one. Hard telling. Maybe they don't know how to drive in the rain. Okay, anyway. That one, let's see. Oh, there it is. CANG. There was another one I sold. Maybe EVA quit paying a dividend too, because I got an order to sell $20 there as well. And MCMI, I have an order to sell there. So, CANG, NCMI, okay, yeah, NCMI quit paying dividends in September of 2022. They may pay dividends in the future, but I doubt it. It looks like they might have went bankrupt. I don't know. Well, I don't know. The stock is up, actually. So, I've got an order to sell, basically, the stocks when they go back up. I think maybe they're down right now. I don't know. CANG and AVE. Let's go to AVE real quick. Oh, it's EVA. Alright, let's go to Chang. Or Chat, whatever they are called. They also quit paying a dividend in 2022. Oh, that's a yield tracker. Okay. History of dividend yield. No chart available. So they quit paying dividends 2 years ago also. So I'm cashing those out. EVA. Hang on, I'm passing another truck. Okay, EVA. February of 2023 was the last time they paid a dividend. So they may or may not pay a dividend again in the future. Basically, yeah, if it hasn't paid a dividend in over a year, then I start treating it as a day trade. Once they start paying dividends again, I'll start reinvesting again. But I'll keep an eye on them. In Robinhood, I created another folder that basically says they used to pay a dividend and now I'm treating them as a day trade. So that way I know that they used to pay a dividend. So yeah, I don't have to worry about keeping track of who pays a dividend or not anymore because of Webull and Robinhood help me keep track of who's paying dividends. Where with Cash App, I basically was, when I first started, was basically buying $1 in everything, and I'd just have $1 in everything. And then when I paid a dividend, it would give me a notification, and then I would look. Then I would go look at it. But like I said, it's not as easy to use Cash App when you're trying to reinvest as it is Robinhood. So back over to Robinhood, enter my password. Alright, so let's go down here to one that I've already done. Alright, right here, ORC. It'll probably let me invest now, but it wouldn't do it before. Alright, so because you own X amount of shares, blah, 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 now then I can view the dividend. Then up at the top, I can click on View ORC. Now see here, it won't let me buy the stock. Wake up. Some of those alarms are for yesterday. I had to get up at 5 o'clock yesterday. I could have actually got up later than that, but I would get to the customer at a certain hour, or at least my company said the appointment was at 10, then they said it was at 9. Turns out the appointment time was 11 o'clock. So I could have slept in. Anyway, the dividend is 18.73%. It wouldn't let me buy yesterday, but then last night, it let me put in a pre-buy. So it's weird. I don't know why. This stock is not supported on Robinhood. So that's why I use Webull for situations like this. Some companies won't let you invest in certain stocks. For example, Edward Jones. Edward Jones won't let me invest in Zem. So that's the reason I started using Robinhood in the first place, because I couldn't use Edward Jones. Oh, and I couldn't use Cash App because Cash App won't let me buy Robinhood. I mean, buy Zem stock. That being said, you can buy Robinhood stock through Cash App, but you cannot buy Robinhood stock in Robinhood. It's kind of weird. I think. Let me double check. Oh, I guess you can. But Robinhood isn't paying a dividend. They'll pay you 5% for having your money in their checking account, but they won't pay you any dividend on their stock. Which is weird. If it were me, I would only pay 2.5% interest on the checking account, and then pay 2.5% interest on the stock, or a yield on the stock. That's what I would do, but I don't know. I'm not a connoisseur in this department, so I'm not sure if that's actually the right thing to do or not, or the best thing to do. But you know, I don't know. That's what I think I would do. If I knew better, I don't know. So I guess you can buy Robinhood stock in Robinhood, but I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't think I would do it. And again, they don't pay a yield, or they don't pay a dividend, so it's pretty much just a day trade. Alright, I'm almost to St. Louis and it's still raining and traffic's gonna start getting thicker, so I'm gonna go and I'll be back later. But mostly what I wanted to say was be careful investing in high yield stocks. They could be risky. Yeah, and I wanted to show that I was making at least $1 a day in dividends now, and officially, and how I'm basically reorganizing my stocks and cashing out things that are not paying dividends, and treating them like day trader stocks. I'm not a day trader, but I've been actually doing pretty decent at day trading. Overall, like I said, I lost a little bit of money on day trading, but overall I'm making money. but I don't practice day trading. I started out that way because I didn't know about dividends, and that's when I lost money in Bed Bath & Beyond. But once I learned about dividends, I just went hardcore dividend stocks only. But so I've been slowly cashing out anything that don't pay a dividend. And like I said, I was doing also carbon credit stocks, but I think I'm going to cash those out too if they don't pay a dividend. I'm only going to do carbon credit stocks if they pay a dividend. Otherwise, I'll treat them like a day trade. Because I'm here to make money. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Let me see if I can figure out where the dividend thing is again. Hang on. Oh crap, I didn't finish entering my password. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. Okay, here it is. It's under P and L. So I made 8 cents in dividends so far. Woohoo! But anyways, like I said, I don't use Webull very much. It's just my backup. My backup. Anything that that I can't invest in Cash App or Robinhood, that's what I'm using Webull for. That Indian guy, I forgot his name, Jaspreet or something like that. He does the minority mindset. YouTube channel and stuff. He likes Webull, and I might like it better once I figure it out. When I first started, I liked Cash App, and I was reluctant to use Robinhood because of their past track record. But then I started liking them better, and then I started using these guys, but I couldn't figure them out. But if I can figure them out, then who knows, I might end up liking them better. So I click on that, and it tells me who and how much. Then I think I can click on this. Yeah. But I don't think it'll let me buy here. It's kind of like Cash App. You got to go back and find them in your other areas and then buy them. So yeah, I made 8 cents on PCM on the 15th. Wait, what? Oh no, that's when I bought. When did I make the dividend? Oh, June 30th, my mom's birthday. So for my mom's birthday, I made 8 cents. So yesterday I bought one more share. So it looks like it pays every quarter. Or maybe I bought after the X date. I forgot what the code is, but I think it is the X date that they decide who gets a dividend and who don't. So if you buy before said time, you don't get the dividend on the next payout. You get it on the next payout. If you buy it before that date, then you'll get the dividend on the next payout. For example, my brother and my girlfriend, and I think even my dad, cashed out them before that date, and then they didn't end up getting their dividend. They should have waited till after that date to get their dividend. So they didn't get it. They cashed out. They barely made any money, if they made any money at all. And they didn't get a dividend because they cashed out before that date. So I think it's called the X date, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But keep an eye out for that date. And when I figure it out for sure, I'll let you know. But I'm pretty sure that's the one, the X date, but I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, so I might have bought this share before that date, and or after that date, and then so I didn't get the monthly dividend, or they pay quarterly. So anyway, so next quarter or next month I'll get 16 cents or more or less. Traffic's not too bad yet, but it's still raining. Alright, party on. I need to make $5 more. Then it'll be an official $1 a day after taxes. That's before taxes. And that's after taxes.
Half a mile, take exit 10 on the right, onto I-255 toward I-255 north. Speed warning.
My yield is almost 14% before taxes, and almost 11 after tax.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Some of these are high risk, some are low risk.
Clear left onto I-255 toward Memphis. Speed warning.
of them listed in here. I just have the primaries. Every time I buy a new share as of today, basically, I'm going to readjust, buy or sell shares. I'll readjust this. I have a lot of stocks in Robinhood and Cash App, but not all of them pay dividends, and some of them are not high yielding dividends. So a lot of them in Cash App are not high yielding, so I haven't even entered them into the database. But they don't pay a lot, so I'm not even that worried about putting them in the database, because I don't have but maybe
3 miles. Keep left onto I-250.
a quarter of a share in a lot of them. So it's not worth, wasting my time on.
Speed warning.
Alright, now I'm officially leaving. Alright, bye.